Hello, it's Nikki. Thanks for coming over. I'm a personal brand coach. I'm an actor, a writer, a speaker, a podcaster. I'm here for this personal brand chat. And today I'm making a video I had no intention of making, but I couldn't not join in this conversation. Have you seen that video that is circulating around the internet that was posted by Girls, Girls, Girls magazine? If you haven't, I highly recommend that you watch it. I have watched it probably about 10 times now, and every time I feel all of the emotions. It's basically a video about what is required of us as women. And basically, to be a good woman, there is no perfect answer because everyone feels like they're being pulled in all kinds of directions. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video is I wanted to share something today. And when I started to make a few notes around this topic, I couldn't stop. Over the last 20 years, I've forged out this personal brand career of making money from being who I am. But so often throughout that career, I've had to have so many moments where I've had to dig deep and question things or doubt who I am, what I'm all about, whether I'm good enough, because all of that noise that is very happy to come into your world and tell you what you should or you shouldn't be can be really distracting. And now it's interesting. There's something about 40 for me round the corner that's calling me, that going, come on, come over here. It'll be great. It'll be all right. That I've finally got to this point where the noise I know will continue, but ultimately it has to come down to me. I have to be able to sleep at night. I have to have integrity. I know who I am. I know what I'm all about. I know what matters to me, and I know the type of person I am. But I wanted to share this list with you because it may be interesting and it may actually unlock a piece of your jigsaw that is missing in terms of your visibility and why you're not building or creating what it is that you want to do. So here we go. These are things, these are phrases, sentences, statements that have actually been said to me in person, face to face, or on the phone, but definitely directly to me. Ready? I'm too ginger, too short, too stocky, too sturdy, too posh, too rough, too fat, too thin, too loud, too much, not enough, too vague, too narrow, too, it's not you, it's me, too passionate, too drunk, too opinionated, too lovely, too ambitious, too grounded, too present, too future focused, too kind, too tough, too cool, not cool enough, too complicated, too friendly, too demanding, the wrong flavor. It's not your time, babe. And if you could change X and Y about yourself, that would be really great. Oh, and Z as well. That would be amazing, because then I'll definitely like you, hire you, hook you. I've been called too intelligent, too talented, not talented enough, too protective, too selfish. Aren't you going to give up this big dream now you're a mother? Isn't that enough for you? Too instinctive. They're a really nice person. You would love them. Too discerning, too knowing, too versatile. Can't you just do one thing? Can't you just make up your mind and make room for somebody else and let somebody else have a go? Can't you just sit down and shut up and keep calm and be grateful and just leave it and don't say anything and don't make a fuss? Because it's just the way it is. There isn't a choice. We just have to make the best of what we've got. And actually we don't. We don't have to make the best of what we've got, because so many of the things that we've been told are outdated. So many of the ways in which we've been programmed to show up, to operate, to do business, to have female friendships, to become parents, to have long-term relationships, to be attractive to other people in the world. So many of those expectations are dated now, and we've outgrown them, and they don't match with where we are in our life, trying to do lots of brilliant things and really maximize our time on this earth. So how does this relate to personal branding? I encourage you to get inspired. I encourage you to see what's out there, to be motivated by other people, to listen to things, to watch stuff, to get curious, to go behind the scenes, to do all of that stuff. But also know that you are enough right now in terms of what you're here to do. And the best work that you can do is, sure, go and explore all of those things, but then throw that script away. Throw those templates, throw those step-by-step guides away, because nobody knows you like you know you. And somebody on the internet who you fit the avatar of may not be a match for you, and it may set you in a completely wrong direction in terms of your business. How often have you been in those circumstances where people feed back to you, or they tell you what you should do, or have you thought about creating this, or maybe you could just do a bit more about that, or I'm looking for something and why haven't you created that for me? So many people will have an opinion and will have a thought on what you should be doing. However, unless it feels good to you, unless you resonate with it, unless it lights you up and it fires you up and that vision is strong and you want to move towards it, it's going to be pointless, because as soon as you hit a really hard, tough time, you're just going to want to throw the towel in and give up, because there's no connection with it. There's no why, there's no big vision, there's no sense of it belonging to you. So what I've just shared with you now has just been a rough kind of writing all these things that came to mind. Maybe there's a poem that I will create one day, or a beautiful piece of creative writing, who knows. But for now, I want you to go back. I want you to listen to those things that I shared. Maybe they've come up for you. Maybe you've been told some of those things, and actually those are the things that hold you back. You don't need to work on your SEO. You just need to get more eyes on what you do. You just need to feel like you can own what it is and really stand in your truth, in your integrity, in your talents, your skills, your experience, your expertise, all of that good stuff. I also want to invite you to write down some of the things that come up for you. Maybe there was a phrase that somebody always said, that you're this type of person, or you're always known for X, Y, and Z. And actually that's somebody else's perception of you. That isn't something that you connect with. And I know I'm getting really serious today, but I feel very passionate about this topic, because there are so many people who are not running the businesses that they want to do. They're not creating the impact that they want to have. They're not earning enough money. They're burnt out because we're feeling like we have to play small. We're feeling like we have to hold back, or we have to squeeze ourselves in to another template or mold, or just do what everybody else is doing. And I know that in over 20 years, if somebody tries to tell me what I should do, it makes me want to run the other way. It feels uncomfortable. I have that instinctive reaction to it, where I have to go, no, this is not the one, and I have to go and follow my own path. However, there have been so many times where I haven't had that confidence to follow my path. I haven't felt like I did know enough. I didn't feel like that voice was loud enough in that cacophony of madness, opinions, feedback that was going on in my world. But actually I know that it is, and I know that your voice is telling you something. I know that instinct is there, even if you're ignoring it, or it's a little bit quiet, or you're not quite sure how to connect with it because you're afraid of getting it wrong. Just start to take some time to listen, to really go into your heart, I guess, and really listen to what the next steps are. Because if you don't, and if you don't take that time, somebody else in a second will see how you match on Facebook marketing, and they will be telling you their 10-step plan to a perfect life. It's just a waste of your time and money unless you have that moment with yourself. Hope this video has resonated today. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your comments down below, but also I would love it if you shared it and you tagged me, and we really get this message across. And so we get more women at the table. We get people just as they are, perfect, just as they are, like the Bridget Jones film, showing up from that place of integrity and not feeling like we have to step into old school ways that for the most part are no longer relevant in this day and age. Thanks again for sticking with this #vulnerable video. I'll never say #vulnerable again. I'm just going to own it, a vulnerable video. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.